How old is your dog in human years? Most of you already know that multiplying by 7 doesn't work if you want to calculate your dog's age in human years. The real result will help you provide your pet with the best care at any age. Knowing how old your pet is on a human scale is also important because the needs of the pet change over time. Of course, this process involves many external and internal changes, but it is easier to grasp it by changing age. Body size also influences the final result, so this should also be taken into account when calculating. In the world of animals, dogs are special. The smallest a dog is, the longer life he will have. And the contrary is also true. The larger ones have the shortest lifespan in general. Taking this into account, this table shows you how old your dog is in human sense. Of course, not only the breed is a decisive factor in the lifespan of dogs, but activity, nutrition quality, and veterinary care as well. In addition, there are marked physical and behavioral changes that warn us of the passage of time and are also a good guide for veterinarians when it comes to estimating age for any reason, such as in a found dog. Physical signs of aging. Dentition. Dentures are one of the starting points when it comes to finding out their age. On the one hand, the rate of milk tooth replacement is a great indicator of how old a dog is. Later, it is not so easy, but the discoloration of teeth, calculus, and the condition of the gums are also telling, even in older animals. Like humans, dogs turn gray over time. The process first begins on their muzzle, mainly around the eyes and mouth, as well as on their paws, but gray or white hairs can appear all over the body. However, it is important to know that gray strands often appear around scars and surgical scars, so this can be misleading. Eyes. Older dogs often have various eye diseases, and cataracts are also common, which is a typical opalescent bluish lesion. In contrast, the eyes of younger animals are much clearer both at glance and on microscopic examination. In this context, it should also be noted that cataracts can be the result of some kind of trauma, inflammation, or diabetes, when obviously it is not a good guideline for determining age. Paw condition. While puppies' sole pads are soft and flexible, older animals walk on thicker, crustier paws from many miles of travel. Just like with humans, just think of fluffy baby soles. The amount of muscle. While a young animal's body is tight and muscular, an older dog has a decrease in muscle volume and a change in structure. Due to this, the animal becomes weaker, less mobile, and more fragile. It is worth being aware that muscle loss often occurs on the thighs and shoulders of the dog, in connection with inflammation of the knee or elbow joint. The pain caused by the condition affects the dog's mobility, the decrease of which also results in muscle loss. In addition, protruding spinal column can be observed in older dogs, as the amount of muscles running along it will also decrease over time. Weakening of the senses. As a result of hearing and vision loss, dogs may become more insecure. Their orientation may deteriorate. They may hit furniture, and the world that has become unknowable as a result can make them more shy, withdrawn, and frightened. It is common for an elderly pet not to hear its owner approaching and then jump up in surprise when he speaks louder to him when he gets next to him. You may also be involved in accidents more often due to sensory deficiencies, so especially in high places, such as stairs, along busy roads, you need to take even better care of your elderly companion than usual. Somnolence. The rhythm of life is also influenced by how old the dog is. As the body ages, it needs more rest. It is also typical for dogs to sleep more and more over time. At the same time, their sleep cycle can also change. While they get a lot of rest during the day, they can be more active at night. Incontinence. Both urinary and fecal incontinence are characteristic of older dogs. Anxiety. As a result of these physical changes, anxiety often occurs in elderly dogs. Need to adapt. Therefore, it is clear that as your pet gets older, you need to pay as much attention as possible to maintaining their physical condition based on regular veterinary checkups and correct age-appropriate nutrition, and you also need to take into account the transformation of your dog's psyche.